Hi everyone, on Monday, August the 11th, we're off up to Scotland to Ayr to start the working week. A competitive card. The ground at the time of recording absolutely perfect. It was on the softer side over the weekend, but it's dried out a bit. Good ground expected. We start off with our daily nap, sponsored by Priced Up Bet. This goes in the 3 o'clock. It's the Weddings at Western House Hotel handicap. 7 furlongs and 50 yards, a lowly class 6. 3-year-olds and upwards, 3,600 quid to the winner. Not a bad race for its type, it has to be said. Plenty of them come into it in form, but I think Electric Lightning can make all the running under Warren Fentiman. Now we're looking for a good afternoon from Warren. As you'll see with our value angle selection as well, he's a really good young claimer, very good value for his £5, which isn't going to last very long, that's for sure. He's riding for a lot of different yards and he's a very useful, good judge of pace. And Electric Lightning is a progressive performer from an excellent yard Mark Wolford that's going well at the minute. 2 winners from their last 12 runners, and this one got off the mark at the 6th attempt under a very good ride from Fentiman at Doncaster in July, making all the running despite racing quite freely over the mile trip and finding really generously to fend them all off. There was no fluke about it. It came from a mark of 55. He's gone up £6 as a result, but I actually think there's a couple of things even more in his favour here. First of all, he's improving. Secondly, he drops back to a bare 7 furlongs, give or take the 50 yards, which I think will suit him given how he went with so much zest there. And also it was on the softer side at Donny and it's drying out at Ayr. I think that'll help as well. He's going to lead. I think he'll get up against that far rail and keep pulling out extra up the straight, and hopefully he can win again. He looks a young handicapper to follow over the next few weeks. Our value angle selection, sponsored by Priced Up Bet, goes in the 3:30. This is the Book the Ladbrokes Ayr Gold Cup handicap. 1 mile 2 this time, class 4, 3-year-olds and upwards, 5,200 quid to the winner. Again, some interesting runners. Some of them come into things in good form. There are quite a few hard to fancy, it has to be said, but I think Dawn of Liberation can continue the excellent run of the Ruth Carr yard. Now Ruth, we mentioned it, I think on Friday, but she was out of form last season, and as a result a lot of her horses are very well handicapped, and she's hit a real purple patch in the last fortnight with 7 winners in the north at nearly 20% strike rate. They're all flying. Dawn of Liberation has returned to excellent form, starting at Ponty on the 27th of July when just denied by Rowling, and then from the same mark at Ripon, beaten half a length by Spiro Delta. Now, I think Warren will be more patient here. He's up again, got the long straight at Ayr, which I think will suit Dawn of Liberation. They should go a good gallop. There's 2 or 3 of these want to go off the front, and that should set things up for nicely for Dawn of Liberation. He's a reliable horse, completely exposed. 39 starts so far, 5 wins, 6 places, but off a mark of 80 with Warren taking off £5, I think can't help but go close here with a clean run through. Best of luck on Monday, everyone. Please do like and comment on all of my YouTube videos, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do check out our sponsor, Priced Up Bet.